Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season and these two squads. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Perkins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Throwing on first down. Perkins. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Perkins. He finds his man complete. That's Wise. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harper. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off play action. Perkins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Perkins to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Harper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. He'll try again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Bass. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Flynn. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Open man here is Benson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Flynn, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Perkins throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harper, and down inside the 40 to about the 38. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Harper. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. On 3rd down, it's Flynn, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Perkins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st down, Harper, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now he'll try to run with this. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Perkins. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On second down now, it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And just a yard to go here on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and 2, Perkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Harper. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting Tampa Bay in an NFC matchup. And it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Texans looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Benson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 3rd and 2, Perkins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Perkins. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after try forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Harper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Harper. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. On 3rd and 2, Perkins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So that, a potential lifeline offensively, gets them out of harm's way deep in their own end.
You nailed that one perfectly, because those are the kind of mistakes that give defense coordinators fits. They make a good play, and they let them off the hook.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flynn, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Benson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Flynn, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Flynn, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This one from 48 yards away. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And that's a tough one to execute, because if you're the holder, you're obviously starting down on a knee. You got to pop up, get that extra second, but, hey, they made it work.
Got to have some athleticism to you, don't you? And think about it this way. In the NFL, who's usually the holder? It's the punter. You know, if in the college game, oftentimes it's a quarterback or another guy who's an athletic player. So when you call this play, you're counting on your holder to have that athleticism to pick up the 1st down.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Flynn, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Flynn, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Perkins on the move to his left. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Four yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Perkins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Perkins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing after the interception, Perkins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, They've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Perkins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wise. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Perkins. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.